Is this the best Space Marine Codex ever released? So we have here Warhammer the Horus Heresy Liber Hereticus, the Traitor Legions Astartes army book, or a codex for the Traitor Marines in the new Heresy game. It's quite a big book. I'm struggling to hold it in one hand. No, I'm not. That was a lie, but it is a big book. It is heavy. If I was to hold it here for a while, it probably would wear one. Yes. If I was to hold it like this for a while, it probably would wear my wrist out. Now, this Liber Hereticus was released at the launch of the new Horus Heresy game, along with the Loyalist version, which I don't remember what it's called, because I didn't buy it. Now, what I like is it's quite a large book, and there is rather a lot in it. There's a fair amount of lore in here before you get to your army lists and special rules and things, and then a few army specific unit entries and lore things as well. And you also get this lovely, beautiful bookmark. Marvellous. There are more of these on the way for the other armies, such as your Mechanicum and your Custodes and your Militia, Solar Auxilia, and all that stuff. But I'm sure that's a little while down the road. Anyway, that's enough waffle. Let's jump in and have a look. Boom! Okay, so we have here Warhammer the Horus Heresy Liber Hereticus book, the Traitor Legions Astartes army book for the new Heresy game, and the first thing we're going to do is take off all this bubble wrap cellophane. I've noticed these days that using a pair of scissors helps immeasurably, or not. Cut with the scissors, choppy scissors. Get your cellophane wrapped off your bit. Okay, so here we are. Here is the cover, and it's nice and matte now, apart from these shiny bits where they put the Eye of Horus logo. Anyway, let's jump in and have a look at this book. We start off with a nice map, a blank page, and a title page. We have a foreword and then the contents. Some nice pieces of art. And then we move on to the Legions Astartes army list. An allies chart there. Warlord traits, I believe. And then we move on to HQ with a nice picture of that achy boy, of that axe Praetor. Here's your Legion Praetor. More Praetors here. Legion Centurion, someone getting electrocuted. More Centurions, a Legion Command Squad, Cataphracti Command Squad, and Tartaros Command Squad. It's interesting they have separated these two out. I don't think you really needed to do that, but maybe they felt you did. And a Damocles Rhino is in the HQ. And then we move on to Elite, and there's the best dreadnought ever, the Night Lord's Contemptor. The Legion Veteran Squad. Terminator squads here in the elite category, no pictures. Legion destroyers and Mortalis destroyer. What's the difference between a normal destroyer and a Mortalis destroyer? Who knows? That's something for us to look at another day. Apothecary detachment and Tech Marine Covenant. A Contemptor dreadnought Talon. And a Rapier battery in elites. I thought they were heavy support. Then we move on to troops and dedicated transports, and that is a Sons of Horus Rhino. A Legion Tactical Squad, then a Legion Despoiler Squad, and an Assault Squad. What's the difference between a Despoiler and an Assault Squad? We don't have time to stop and look. Legion Breacher Squad, Legion Tactical Support Squad, and a Legion Reconnaissance Squad. A Legion Scout Squad, and then we move on to dedicated transports. First up is the Legion Rhino transport, still 35 points, now carries 12 men. Legion Drop Pod, still carries 10 men. A Dreadnought Drop Pod over here. And Termite Assault Drill. Where is the Dreadclaw, hey? There's a Night Lord Saber Tank, looking very snazzy there. Legion Seeker Squid. Legion Seeker Squid, a seeking squid which finds you anywhere you are. If you've heard of the Despair Squid, let us know in the comments below. We're in Fast Attack. I never even noticed. I wasn't paying attention. Legion Seekers, then Legion Outriders. Hopefully we'll get those in plastic. There's the Legion Saber Tanks. They are cool. Legion Sky Hunters there. Legion Javelin Squadron here. And the Legion Proteus Landspeeder Squadron. Very nice miniatures, I must say. Storm Eagle has made it, and the Xiphon Interceptor has made it. Will we see those in plastic? And there's the Dreadclaw, one of my favourite units in the whole of the Horus Heresy. Next up, we see heavy support, and there is your Sicaran with a big knob on the end. I can't remember its name. It's not a knob, is it? Sicaran knob. Legion Leviathan Dreadnought Talon. Talon, not individual. Oh, no, it is a Talon. Contains one. Are you allowed to take any more? 2 additional. Legion Derridaeos. Legion Heavy Support Squad, and Legion Predator Squadron. Legion Sicaran Squadron, they come in squadrons now. Legion Sicaran Arcus Squadron, they come in squadrons now. Legion Sicaran Punisher Squadron, is that the plastic Land Raider there? Legion Sicaran Venator Squadron. Legion Sicaran Omega, is that the plasma one? I can't remember. Legion Kratos Squadron, so they come in squadrons. Legion Land Raider Proteus Carrier Squadron, so that's your normal Land Raider, I assume, and the Land Raider Proteus Explorator. Then the Legion Vindicator. Notice there's no Phobos Land Raider. Legion Land Raider Spartan, up to 350 points. Legion Scorpius, not even a Whirlwind anymore, just a Scorpius. The Legion Arcator Squadron. Fire Raptors are back, as well as the Death Storm Drop Pod Squadron. A Legion Charybdis Assault Claw. I always thought that was a Lord of War, but it's in the heavy support. Interesting. Now we're into Lords of War, and there is a Typhon on the front. I'm trying to sort this glare out. There we go. Glaring issue. So first up in Lords of War is the Legion Cerberus, and then the Legion Typhon Squadron. A Legion Glaive and Fellblade, of which I prefer the look of the Fellblade as I point to the Glaive. Legion Falchion is also nice, and there's the Legion Thunderhawk, 685 points nowadays. Lika Dukaduki. Legion Sokar Stormbird, I should say, 850 points, and the Mastodon. One day I hope to see that in plastic. I want to see all this. Imagine a plastic Stormbird, it would be lovely. Now we're into the appendices. Unit subtypes, Rites of War, Skyhunter Phalanx, Drop Pod Assault. Lots of different Rites of War. Still more Rites of War, so plenty of different options if you fancy playing in a different way. What's the Legion's Consularis, and what's this thing? Some sort of fortress monastery on the side of a mountain. Don't think I've ever seen that before. That's very nice. There's some demons coming out of the cupboard. A Legion Esoterrorist. Not heard of any of these. Legion Chaplains. What is this? What is this section here? Legion Herald. These are strange things. Are these consoles? They must be. Moritat, Siegebreakers, Armistos, Mortifactor, Praevian. And then we're on to Legion's Astartes Special Rules. Never heard of Aerial Denial Drop before. Interesting. Auxiliary Vehicle Bay. So lots of special rules here. Something someone else can go deep diving into, as that's not my job. Not my... Ooh! I felt someone's tail. It felt like a tongue licking me from behind there. What are these? More special rules. Combat Air Patrol. Sounds like something from Top Gun. And a very green Sokar Stormbird on its way to the upcoming models from Battle Bleep Gothic over there. Battlefleet Gothic, I should say. Isn't that the Phalanx over there? Here we are into the Legion Armory. Bolt weapons, conversion beam weapons, my favourite weapons, las weapons, missile weapons, phosphex, volkite, plasma, and rad. A 90s word that is. This is a pretty rad book, you know. And then we have some nice artwork of the different weapons here. And then we are into more war gear section, and there really is a lot of war gear. There really is a lot in this book. We're still in the war gear section, and then we're on to the Traitor, Legions, Astartes, and these are very purple. The purple colour on there is very nice, very saturated. So whilst looking at my new Liber Hereticus book, I noticed there's a interesting little detail next to the barcode on the back of the book. And it says, if you're enjoying this video, then please consider liking it and subscribing to the channel. That means you, David. If you are enjoying the content on the channel, then please consider joining the Patreon, the link to which is in the description below or up here somewhere. So these are the traitors. Are these some sort of rules for someone else to deep dive into? We don't check out rules here. There are better experts out there when it comes to rules. So we're Emperor's Legions first. Emperor's Legion. The Emperor's Children Legion are up first. Lots of rules for them. There's Fulgrim. There's our Granny's Underpants string, used as a bookmark. Phoenix Terminator Squad. Lots of special units for the Third Company. This looks like a Roger Dean bit of scenery here. They're walking across. Saul Tarvitz. A Predator there. And then we're into some lovely colour plates. These are very nice. These will be useful for you people about to paint up some Emperor's Children. And oh my word, these pop out lovely. This is a very nice Kratos. These really are nice. And there's your upcoming plastic Land Raider, this one with the assault ramp on it. Iron Warriors next. Possibly the most boring of all the legions in my opinion, tied with the Iron Hands. Some people will probably disagree with me and they might have their own right reasons to do so. So here we are with their colour plates. They look quite nice. Obvious Minotaur references here. The Minotaurs being loyalist Iron Warriors hand-me-downs. I think. I might be wrong, but I think that's how it goes. Their tanks look very dirty and very boring, I'm afraid. There's their Spartan. That looks quite nice. These are better. These are more silver ones. These look quite nice. Night Lords now, the best legion in the game. The Armory of the Night Lords. Here's Conrad Kurds, the best Primarch in the game. Terror Squads, the best elite unit in the game. Night Raptor Squad, the other best unit in the game. Contakar Terminators, the best Terminator Squad in the game. You might notice a theme here. Sevatar, the best unit in the game. And some Night Lords colour plates here, all different sorts of blue used down here, which is interesting. I like these red fists. They're not Crimson Fists, they're Night Lords, but these are pretty cool. I like all these. These will be being used. These aren't nice straight lines, by the way. They're all sort of raggedy and teared. Thought that said Mark 7 helm there for a moment. Here we have some Night Lord colour plates. This is fantastic. Is this side panel here supposed to be like a dirty gold or a bone colour? I can't tell if that's meant to be metallic or not. Any experts out there, please let me know. The best Night Lord's Leviathan there. And here we have some painted units of the Night Lords. And that was probably the best bit of the book we've now moved on past. Now we're on to the World Eaters. We almost went with World Eaters, but things changed, didn't they? Things change. I don't really get on with their fluff. Lots of units again. There's Khan. There's your colour palettes. Looking very snazzy there. I do like the colour scheme of the World Eaters. I would argue they have the best colour scheme. Apart from when they go red, it just looks awful. The blue and white is fantastic. Look at that. Beautiful stuff, the blue and white. Really do like it. This is a mess. Don't like that at all. This is why I never went with World Eaters. Death Guard up next, an interesting legion. I do like the weathering effect some people use on their Death Guard, apart from when they go overboard and it looks terrible. That's my opinion, of course. We're all allowed our own opinions. They have some nice elite units, the Grave Guard, And here is some Death Guard. This looks very nice. This green they've used is very nice. Really does contrast with that white in a nice manner. Nice vibrant green. These look very nice as well. And these look nice, almost like World Eaters, but with green instead of blue. I think that's quite nice. Funny that. Seems I like White Legions. So I decided not to use one. Thousand Suns up next. There's a Conversion Bieber. A Bieber. Justin Conversion Bieber. That's his name. Our first Thousand Suns piece of artwork there. That looks like it's out of a comic or something. There's one of their pyramids. We'll have that destroyed by Lehman Russ. Good boy. Lots of armories and weapons and units for the Thousand Suns. I don't recognise that miniature, but I don't really pay much attention to the Thousand Suns, I will have to admit. More Thousand Suns units. There's the Thousand Suns having a party down there back in the day. I wonder if these have got the really bad photoshopped pictures with people in the background again, tourists. The Red Thousand Suns looking quite nice with the Prosperine Code. A range of occultic forms that honour the campaigns in which each vehicle or legionary has served. This looks quite nice, this Land Raider Proteus, but I find the Egyptian theme a little bit too on the nose for me. But they do look very nice. Who's up next? Sons of Horus. Pretty boring legion to me. I know a lot of people like them. They're sort of the poster boys of the Traitors. But they just don't seem to have much going for them, in my opinion. Apart from being the poster boys of the Traitors. The Ultramarines of the evil team, if you were. These look nice. I like the blood sprays on there. That is called the blood spray, preserved from previous engagement, a sign of intent. Ah, so he lives in a tent. He's going camping. That looks nowhere near as good as the green. Yes, I don't like the black Spartan. I prefer the green one. They do look nice in the green. I will have to admit this. Green Sons of Horus. Or Horus, as some people call them. Horus or Horus. What's going on here? Looks like a demon coming out of the mist, as it were. We're on to word bearers now. And that thing looks like he has an anus for a face. No wonder he's got a shitty outlook on life. Don't listen to my swearing, it's naughty. Diabolists, not sure what they are. Lorgar. Gal Vorbak. My word, there's so many units in this book. Zardu Layak. Argel Tal. High Chaplain Erebus, the naughtiest boy in the whole of Horus Heresy. Cor Phyron. And here we are with the word bearers colour plate. And I do like all the script on them. I think that looks quite nice. Poor Man's Flesh Tearers, their colour scheme, in my opinion. The red looks a lot nicer than the black over there, or the grey, I should say. I like this flame effect on the faceplate there. I think that's very nice. Stuck a book to his shoulder pad, instructions on how to use the conversion beamer. Lots of different colours coming in here for the word bearers. Some of them in grey. And here we are onto the Alpha Legion. Always enjoyed the Alpha Legion. Always a fun legion to play with and against. Armory of the Alpha Legion. There's Alpharius himself, leader of the Alpha Legion, along with Omegon, and possibly a third one. You can argue away about that in the comments below. Alpha Legion's special units, the Lernaean Squad. It's a tongue twister, this, really. The Lernaean Terminator Squad. There we go, we managed to say it. Headhunter Kill Team, Exodus, the Predator being chased by a couple of rapiers down here. Armillus Dynat, and a crashed Thunderhawk in the background. Remember that scenery piece you used to be able to buy from Third World, Forge World. The Alpha Legion have become more blue again. They looked a bit green, more teal in previous publications, but they seem to be returning to the blue, and the blue does look nicer in my opinion. You also get a hint of purple in there, and on the highlights more of a cyan colour. Yes, they do look very nice. Lots more cyan on the Contemptor as opposed to these tanks here. Not sure why that is. Probably different people did the artwork. And here they are, the Alpha Legion, looking very, very nice. He really is huge, Alpharius. I never noticed he was that big before. And we have a battle scene here depicting the day Horus Heresy was released to the world when everyone went mad and wanted their own boxed sets. And there's your Pokemon Collect 'em All books. Blank page, always fun. And another map. And something I want to point out here, planet over here called Qui Jin. Not Qui-Gon Jinn, but Qui Jin. So that's the only Easter egg I've noticed in here today. And the back cover, ooh, won't even go down properly. I can't get it down. And on the back cover, we have a picture, a nice glossy picture, and a blurb. So that was the new Liber Hereticus army book. What did you think of that? I myself think it's very nice. Well worth 40 of your English pounds, or thereabouts. But obviously, that's just my opinion. Now, did you buy one of these new army books? I was going to call it a Codex again. Did you buy one? And if so, which one did you buy? Did you buy this one, the Traitor book, or did you buy the Loyalist book? Do you like the rules of your chosen legion? Perhaps you're a Sons of Horus player. Are you happy with your Legion-specific rules? Eh? I think they look pretty good so far, but I'm a Night Lords player, and I do like a talent for murder. Anyway, if you want to see some more Horus Heresy-themed unboxing videos, and I know you do, then check out the playlist up here somewhere. As always, thank you very much for watching, and always remember to drill your barrels. Slap of the knees!